Introduction. The study compares Sprite and F&N ice cream soda to evaluate consumer preferences, focused on sensory attributes, taste, aroma, texture, and carbonation. Utilize a pair preference test to identify the most preferred product. Aims to provide insight for better product positioning and marketing strategies. And helps enhance competitiveness in the beverage market by aligning with consumer expectations. The objective of the pair preferred test is to determine which of two samples of soda water with varying sugar levels is preferred by panelists.
So we are going to the materials and methods. First of all, it's about panelists. So our test is about pet preference, and the pet preference test was conducted at the sensory room at Faculty of Science and Technology, involving a diverse group of 60 panelists who were mostly FST students, comprising both trained and untrained individuals and also consumers. Panelists were voluntarily recruited, means that they were consumers panelists with no prior experience or specialized training required for participation. They expressed their opinion based on their personal preference. The panels consist of both female and male participants ranging in age from below of 20 to over 30 years old, ensuring a broad demographic representation. Prior to the test, all panelists received clear instructions on the procedures to ensure accurate and consistent response. Verbal consent was obtained from all specialists before the test commenced, confirming that they have no allergies to the food products before evaluate. Throughout the study, the confidentiality of their response was maintained, fostering an environment of trust and openness. Next, samples. For this preference test, we choose FNN and Sprite as our products because we want panelists to determine which of two samples of soda water with varying sugar levels is preferred by panelists. For the taste, FNN ice cream soda, it was typically sweeter with a distinct vanilla-like flavor profile and described as a nostalgic drink with a creamy dessert-like feel. Next, Sprite. It has lemon lime flavored with a tangy and crusty taste. Also, crisp, more acidic and refreshing. And lastly, strong carbonation gives it a sharp fizz. Then, sugar content. For sugar content, FNN ice cream soda, it contains about 11 to 12 grams of sugar per 100 milliliter, depending on the variants. And known for its high sugar content, it also contributing to its dessert-like sweetness. And for Sprite, it contains about 8 to 9 grams of sugar per 100 ml, means lower in sugar than ice cream soda, giving it a lighter, less sweet taste. For the test and procedure, this test is called prep preference test, in which panelists are typically asked to select their most preferred option between two samples, which is FNN ice cream sodas and Sprite. So for the procedures, there are 10 steps, which a master sheet was prepared, listing column numbers alongside sample codes for the assignment of unique numbers code to each sample. Second, two soda samples were assigned unique 3 digits random codes, which were meticulously documented in a master sheet. The third, the soda water samples were prepared and labeled with their respective 3-digit random codes as recorded on the master sheet. Fourth, 60 trained panelists were required to participate in the sensory evaluation, ensuring a diverse and knowledgeable group for accurate assessment. Fifth, panelists were briefed on the evaluation process, including specific instruction to rinse their mouth with water between testing to eliminate any carryover effects that could influence their preference. 6. The code soda water samples were presented to the panelists at one time in randomized order to minimize bias in the testing process. 7. Each panelist receives a score sheet to record their preference by circling the code of their preferred sample, allowing for straightforward data collection. 8. Panelists were reminded to rinse their mouth with water before testing each subsequent sample to maintain the integrity of their evaluations. Second last, after the testing session concluded, all complete score sheets were collected from the panelists for analysis. And lastly, the data from the score sheet was cross-checked against the master sheet to ensure consistency and accuracy, validating the results of the sensory evaluation.
Okay, so now we begin the data analysis with the gender of panelists. Among 60 panelists, 42 panelists, which is 70%, are female, and 18 panelists, which is 30%, are male, have taken part in this test. For age range, panelists range are from below 20 to above 30 years old. All panelists were students, as testing was conducted at the Faculty of Science and Technology. 31 students were aged 21 to 25 years old, 29 students were below 20 years old, and no panelists were aged 26 or above, as most participants were university students or younger staff. Okay, next, for frequency of soda drink consumptions, there are 38 panelists rarely drink soda water. 11 panelists weekly drink soda water. For monthly, there are also 11 panelists who drink soda water. 0 panelists for daily drink soda water. And many panelists rarely drink soda because they more prefer healthier options like water, coffee, or fresh juices, which are seen as better for health. And the next one is primary reason for drinking soda water. There are 32 panelists pick refreshment as their primary reason for drinking soda water. 11 panelists pick social occasion as their primary reason for drinking soda water. And then for taste, there are 10 panelists who pick um as their primary reason for drinking soda water. And 4 panelists choose caffeine boost as their primary reason for drinking soda water. 3 other panelists choosing others as their primary reason for drinking soda water. And many panelists choose soda for refreshment because its bubbles and fizz create a unique and enjoyable mouthfeel. Okay, next, time for soda consumptions. Okay, there are 27 panelists indicated that they usually drink soda water during social gatherings. A total of 13 panelists shared that they drink soda drinks primarily when they feel thirsty. And for 12 panelists, they drink soda water typically consumed with meals. 8 panelists prefer drinking soda water while watching TV or movies. Most panelists drinking soda water during social gatherings because it is a popular choice for group events and celebrations. Okay, the next one is common places of purchase. Okay, a total of 39 panelists reported that they usually buy soft drinks at grocery stores. 12 panelists indicated that they typically purchase soft water or soft drinks at fast food restaurants. 5 panelists shared that they buy soft water at gas stations. 4 panelists shared that they purchase soft drinks from vending machines. 0 panelists for other places. Many panelists buy soft drinks at grocery stores because they offer many brands, flavors, and sizes in one places. Okay, next, factors influencing soft drink preference. Okay, a total of 41 panelists indicated that flavor variety is the most important factor influencing their choice of soft drinks. For 11 panelists, price is the key factor when selecting a soft drink. 6 panelists chose brand reputation as their primary factor. Only 2 panelists prioritize special promotions or deals. Okay, and then the next one is, would you buy your preferred sample? Is the questions. Okay, a total of 51 panelists indicated that they would purchase the sample they preferred. 9 panelists indicated that they would not purchase the sample they preferred. Okay, the last one is soda drink preference. Okay, there are 31 panelists prefer Sprite as their preference of soda water. There are 29 panelists prefer FNN as their preference of soda water, and there are only two differences in the number of panelists between Sprite and FNN. Next, I will talk about data collected. We use Squaresheet to collect data for systematically, and this is because of random permutation numbers. So, when assigned to each sample to prevent identification of origin and will reduce evaluation bias among panelists. Second, structure data collection. Panelists record reference directly on the Squaresheet. And lastly, objective and accurate. Ensure objective data collection for accurate subsequent analysis. Okay, next I will explain about the sample analysis, which is Sprite. Okay, there are 31 panelists prefer Sprite in the test. Why they prefer Sprite in the test? I will explain about the flavor and taste profile first. Okay, panelists maybe like Sprite because it's tangy, citrusy flavor and crisp, and also acidic profile. It is lighter, less sweet taste, suits for those who prefer balanced flavors. And then the zesty lemon lime flavor makes it refreshing and enjoyable. And then the next point is carbonation and refreshing quality. The strong fizz makes Sprite sharp and refreshing. The bubbly carbonations adds to its appeal as a revitalizing drink. And then the next one, ingredient and compositions. Sprite contains high fructose corn syrup for sweetness balancing its zesty flavor. Natural ingredients create a lemon-lime taste. And then citric acid adds tartness and a mild acidic edge. Sodium citrate ensures a smooth texture and stable flavor. Sodium benzoate act as a preservative, preventing germ growth. And then about the emotional and social connection, Sprite is seen as fun and exciting, often linked to social gatherings and celebrations. And then its lively branding resonates with people who enjoy exciting and refreshing drinks.
Next, sample analyze sample B, FNN. FNN preferred by 29 panelists, which 48% due to its clean, neutral, and refreshing taste. Firstly, in FNN, it contains nutritional content, contain 12.3 gram of sugar per 250 ml serving. Sugar constitutes the majority of its carbohydrate content, 12.3 gram, providing 50 kilocalorie per serving. High sugar percentage contribute to its sweet taste and enhanced by carbonation. Next, FNN have a low sodium, only 10 milligram of sodium per serving, 0.004% of total serving, with uses artificial sweetener like sucralose and acidity regulators like citric acid for a balanced taste. And also, FNN is preferred by parents because of emotional connection associated with childhood memories and special occasions like Hari Raya, enhancing its appeal. Evokes feelings of joy and familiarity, contributing to its preference among panelists. And lastly, for market appeal, the unique of ice cream soda flavor resonates with positive experience from youth. Next, I will talk about data analyze. Firstly, I use manual. From chi-square test formula, observe Sprite minus expected Sprite, power of 2 minus 0.5 divided by expected Sprite, plus observe FNN minus expected FNN, power of 2 minus 0.5 divided by expected FNN. And just fill in the formula, 31 minus 30 power of 2 minus 0.5 divide 30 plus 29 minus 30 power of 2 minus 0.5 divide 30, and you will get 0.0334. So next, you need to find p-value using degree of freedom. df 2 minus 1 will get 1, and critical value 0.05. Then you, based on chi-square table, we get 3.841. Since 0.0334 less than 3.841, we fail to reject. There is no significant preference between Sprite and FNN.
Okay, data analyze. The second method that I use is Excel. The hypothesis, H null. There is no significant difference between Sprite and FNN. H alternative, there is a significant difference between Sprite and FNN. Okay, then, to get the observation data, for male, the number of male that use Sprite is, that choose Sprite is 9. FNN also 9. And then female who choose Sprite is 22, and then FNN is 20. Okay, then to get the expected data, I just divide to get Sprite, I just divide the 18 total of male, divide by 31, which is Sprite. And then to get the FNN also, I use that method of calculations. And then to get the next level of expected data, I use the chi-square formula. And then the chi-square value I get is 0.0286. And then the degree of freedom is 1 because we only have 2 samples, which is Sprite and FNN. And then the last one, the p-value. The p-value that we get is 0.87. Okay, if p is greater than 0.05, it is a fail to reject null hypothesis. And then if p is smaller than 0.05, we reject null hypothesis. Okay, then p-value that we get is 0.87, right? So it is greater than 0.05. So we fail to reject the null hypothesis. The conclusion, there is no significant difference between Sprite and FNN.
Next for discussion, parameter evaluated. This study evaluated soda consumption patterns among students at the Islamic Science University of Malaysia, revealing that 31 panelists, 52% prefer Sprite, while 29 panelists, 48% choose FNN, indicating a competitive brand landscape. Demographic analysis showed that 70% of the panelists were female and predominantly under 25 years old. Notably, 64% of participants rarely consume soda, suggesting that a preference for healthier beverage like water or freshly made juice. Refreshment was the primary reason for soda consumption, 53%, with social occasion 80% and taste 70%, also playing significant roles. Grocery stores were the preferred purchase location for 65% of panelists, and flavor variety emerged as the most influential factor in its selection, 68%, with 85% expressing willingness to purchase their preferred sample. This finding suggested marketing strategies focusing on flavor diversity and positioning soda as a refreshing choices for social.
As the conclusion for this experiment, the pair preference test revealed that Sprite is the most preferred beverage among participants due to its crisp and refreshing lemon-lime flavor, clean aftertaste, and high carbonation. These tests provide a foundation for improving product positioning and catering to consumer demands effectively.